Alright folks, welcome back. If you're watching this video, why aren't you just playing the game? Maybe, you've been doing flushes lately like we've been talking about, and it's starting to get a little bit stale. And so you're a little bit straight curious. We said in this tutorial series we would be moving on to different hand types, different poker hands, and how to build around them. Maybe different building for one poker hand versus another. And so this time the plan is to talk about straights. Last time I said, why do people think that flushes are the go-to build, or at least the easy build for newcomers? It's because it's kind of straightforward. You know that suit changes will benefit you making flushes if all your cards are the same suit, and so that's what people will do. Straights maybe slightly unintuitive gameplay we'll talk about. And so what are the strengths and weaknesses here? What people like about flushes is it is easy and becomes easier to make multiple flush hands. You can make 3 flushes per round. You can make 4 flushes per round if you need that. And so if you're able to make more hands per round, then each hand is allowed to be less or worth slightly less points. The points are divided by however many hands that you have. And so that's how we were able to succeed against the final boss last time, is we just played more hands, more flushes. Now when you start off a run, straights are easier at the beginning. They're easier than flushes to make, and that's why flushes are worth a little bit more than straights at the beginning, because straights are easier to make in theory. And as the run goes on, flushes become easier to make, and then also they get some increased scoring from planet cards. Straights don't become easier to make, and for most people they say, well, that's kind of a drawback of building straights, is they don't become easier. They're as hard to make at the end as they are at the beginning. I like to think about it this way: straights are easy enough to make. They don't need to be easier to make. They are as easy to make at the end of the run as they are at the beginning of the run. Let me talk about what I mean by that. How do we actually make our flushes easier to make? Is with tarot cards, with arcana packs, with suit changers. Being able to, we'll take away a bad suit and give us more copies of our better suit that we want. We want to, hangman, remove the bad suits, death to make copies of the good suits, and then so on. So for flushes, they benefit from all of these things that make it easier to make flushes. They also benefit from these other tarot cards that just give you scoring bonuses, plus chips from the Hierophant, plus molt from the Empress. In contrast, straights do not benefit from the suit changers. They get some benefit potentially from strength, hangman, death, but not enough. Not that much. Is very marginal. And so really all you get are these these the scoring bonuses here, the same scoring bonuses that flushes would get. So the question is, well, why would you want to be playing straights? What do straights get instead? And so let's look at the planet cards. For jokers, people say that straights have less support from jokers than flushes have. I don't necessarily think that's true, but even if that's true, there are other ways that we can make our scoring. And if we look at, let's say, a Pluto card gives us +1 molt, +10 chips. Jupiter card gives us +2 molt, +20 chips. Saturn card gives us +3 molt, +30 chips. The point that I'm trying to make here is that the planet cards give you different scaling amounts per planet card. And so if I'm comparing the Saturn and the Jupiter cards, okay, 50% more molt, 50% more chips. If I multiply those together, that's 120%, or 125% more scoring. And then if I have 2 planet cards, then that's 125% more and another 125% more, and you have this exponentially growing gap between these. And so when you get to something like, 3 or 4 planet cards, level 4 or 5 Jupiter versus level 4 or 5 Saturn, straights are worth twice as much points. That's it. They're just worth twice as much. If they're worth twice as much, that means 3 straights is worth the same as 6 flushes. So you can't make 6 flushes, except if you got some weird situations where you got like the burglar Joker, for example. You can't do as much with flushes as you can with straights. So if I believe you, if I accept that straights are hard to make, well, they're allowed to be hard to make because they're worth so many points. You don't complain about 5 of a kind being hard to make because 5 of a kind, you only get to play 5 of a kind once per round. You only get to play 5 of a kind twice per round, maybe. Whereas with straights, you can play 3 straights per round. Or maybe it's hard to make straights and maybe you only play 2 straights per round. Well, if we look at the planet scaling for Saturn compared to Planet X, straights actually get more scaling than 5 of a kind does. And so it's close, it's marginal, but it is better. We got to acknowledge that it is better for the Saturn cards. And so I put out a video recently where we won with only planet cards. That means no jokers, no tarot cards, only Saturn. That was it. That was the whole run. It was super boring, but we did it. And so that is why, maybe I consider straights to be a very safe run, safe build around, is because the scoring potential is so high that can keep you from dying. All right, let's see it in action. Let's give it a try. All right, first hand here with the abandoned deck, we said it is safe enough to go for a full house. The safest thing to do is to play 2 flushes or 2 straights or some combination. You can guarantee that will work and then guaranteed win in 2. But, since it's early on in the run, rather than playing safe, I want to play greedy and I want to win in 1 hand, and I'm going to be able to do that if I have a full house. So maybe let's try to get another ace, or I'll accept a 10, or I'll accept 4 8s. That seems fine. Whatever, you know how to beat the first round. I assume you know how to beat the first round. Let's take a look at the shop. We said in the shop, the thing that we're looking for in ante 1, we want to be able to pick up at least 1 scoring joker. In ante 2, we want to be able to pick up at least 1 scoring joker by the end of round 6. Ice cream is great, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, what am I looking at here? Clubs. Two pair. Let's go for clubs. Or full house here. We will, just like with flushes, we will in the end start making straights. But for now, there isn't really any preference for one or the other. And so we'll just, play what we get. Here's a situation we get offered the Cartomancer. Cartomancer is incredible. All of the extra tarot cards, 1 tarot card around. A tarot card that we could potentially get from Arcana pack, generating something like plus $4 every round. Super good here. I recommend you take the Cartomancer, especially early. Can be run defining. I'm not going to take the Cartomancer. You know, for this tutorial purpose, I think maybe that's a little bit too strong, and I want to again demonstrate how do we win under less ideal circumstances. We'll take the Fist instead. It's a perfectly fine scoring joker. It gives us a molt bonus to go with our chips bonus. What am I looking at? I do have a straight if I want it. Potentially I can win in one, and so maybe I'll do some discards first. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. You wanted straights? Fine, there's a straight. It was close there. We did need that. We did need to discard the 3 in order to get a higher bonus from a raised fist. Now, again, we're offered the telescope. So we said last time we were going for flushes. We said you could earlier on in the run, if you know later you want to build towards flushes. The telescope voucher, it is very powerful. You know, we talked about how powerful the planet scaling is for the Saturn cards. You know, it's the same for other planets. It's not as strong, but it's still relevant for other builds. And so in the demo, there are only 8 vouchers. And if we think about, okay, in ante 1, 2, 3, or 4, you know, 4 antes, we might get offered this. About 50% of the time, you're going to see the telescope early enough in the run for it to be useful for you. And so it is worthwhile potentially to build around that, at least in the early hands. You know, okay, I'm expecting I might get telescope, so early on I want to start playing my straights. Alright, I already put out a video where, like I said, we won with only planet cards, and part of the way that we were able to do that was we got the telescope, and then that way every Celestial pack gave us a Saturn card every time. The point is, telescope is overpowered. It's way too powerful. If you get it and you get it working, then I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to win that run. And so for tutorial purposes, we'll go without it. You know, if I don't get the overpowered thing, how do I still win with straights? I will pick up this misprint instead. This fist is powerful potentially, you know, but maybe it's not consistent enough. I want to have a backup here, and so I'm going to take the misprint as a backup. Some consideration for it's a holographic scary face. You know, it's just a flat +10 bonus. We don't have any face cards. So comparing that to the misprint is between 0 and 20, on average 10. And so, you know, on average, these things giving me the same bonus here. The scary face, you know, with the holographic, is just a little bit too expensive. And so if I don't need it, I'm going to pass on it so I can save my money. Alright, going in here, I see a straight that I can make, and maybe what I want to do is discard to get a higher bonus from my raised fist. Maybe something like that is fine, as long as I get rid of... There we go. I didn't throw away the 5 because I wanted, you know, just something that was bigger than a 2. 5 was big enough. If you throw away more cards, you have a higher chance you could draw more low cards. Easily 2,800 points there, so I know I can beat the boss, ante 2 boss. I can also beat the next round, you know, round 7. Alright, we've demonstrated before, you know, how powerful the delayed gratification is. You know, with this combination of jokers, I can very easily, without any discards, win with just 1 or 2 hands. And so, you know, with the delayed gratification giving us so much money, it's very powerful. And so if you wanted to, what is the optimal pick? Take the delayed gratification, because again, you know, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again for demonstration purposes, it's overpowered. So for this run, for this demo, we'll just skip it. All right, let's see here. We've got, I could go for a straight, or I could go for a flush. You know, they're worth kind of about the same to me, so let's go for a flush. Maybe. Yeah, we got the flush. All right, not gonna get as much from the fist, so we're hoping to get some from the misprint to make up for it, and we do. All right, now we've done it. Now we've got $31 here, and so here's gonna be the difference between building flushes. What does it mean, build flush versus building straights? When I'm going for flushes, the order of operations is buy Arcana packs first, buy Celestial packs second. You know, planet cards are important for giving you chips, which are hard to get from other sources, but they don't help you as much for flushes as they do for straights. So here what we're going to do, we're definitely going to take the Saturn card because that's what we're trying to do. And then between these two, I'm going to take the Celestial pack. Looking for another Saturn card, and if I don't get it as a backup, I'm going to pick skip. And that's it. All right, for the boss here, almost a flush. Let's make it a straight instead. Yeah, it should be easy enough. We just need a 7. Throw away the 3. Cool. Almost a straight flush, but it doesn't have to be. And look at that. Already we have enough. We can probably one-shot the water boss. We said 2 scoring jokers is the minimum amount, 2.5 scoring jokers in order to beat the water. Now with 3 scoring jokers and already the 1 planet card, our straights worth more than 4 of a kind. Definitely enough to beat the boss. Picking up another planet card here. Again, we want to prioritize Celestial packs. And then also we're offered here a Spectral pack. Spectral packs, my rule of thumb is always take it. It's fun. It's, you know, run defining, these Spectral packs. Or, you know, at the very least, you get it late in the game and you get something that maybe you don't want, or, you know, maybe something that your build doesn't want, then it's fine also. You know, it's same as Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes it whips, and that's okay. For demonstration purposes, I will buy it, but I'm not going to take anything. And so, you know, if I'm trying to build straights, getting 4 numbered cards, random cards, that's not useful to me. Here, getting some face cards, that's not useful to me. Could potentially, with Aura here, get something useful, or with 20 bucks here, what would I want to get from Wraith? Blueprint would be the best because it's just the best Joker overall. I don't need the smeared Joker. Stencil, maybe I don't want to sacrifice 2 Joker slots for. So, you know, I'd rather have my 20 bucks, to be honest. I'd rather use my money to buy more planet cards. I'm going to skip here. That's not the correct move, but that's the move that I'm going to for this tutorial purpose. Alright, going in here, let's try to, now that we've upgraded our straights, try to make another straight with the 8 on the inside there. Maybe throw away these 3s. Okay, there we go. $6,000 points. That's it. We already win. Golden Joker. It's not essential to have sort of an economy, you know, money generating Joker, but it is beneficial. It is good to have we saw that we can very easily beat the boss with just these scoring jokers. I don't have to worry about using up my joker slots to make money. We want to pick up celestial packs here. I am sacrificing my interest a little bit, instead of the full 25 giving me the full $5 every round. But the planet cards are powerful enough that it is worth the money. And so instead of this being a $4 Arcana or Celestial pack, it's actually a $5 pack because it's the $4 plus the 1 interest that I lost. Is it worth $5? Yes, it's still worth it. And so taking those earlier on than you would normally so that you can get access to more of them. Looks like we just need a 5, just like that. Let's do this. Only 4,000 points, but that's okay. Even if it were only 3,000 points, we can still beat the boss with 2 straights. Here we've got the Mega Celestial pack. Pretty good chance of getting a Saturn card, though it turns out we didn't. So I'm going to take the skip here. I am going to buy and hold the Pluto card, and then that way in the future I won't ever see any more Pluto cards. And then since I'm already at $24, that's not the full amount of interest. Let's go ahead and pick up an Arcana pack. Hanged Man. Maybe this is what I want to do. Maybe this is what the consideration is. If I want to make straights, and if I want to use this fist, we're not necessarily going to keep the fist for the whole run. And so maybe we don't have to worry about playing around having the fist if we're not going to keep it the whole time. Maybe what I want to do is, if I'm making straights, it's always hardest when the card that you're missing is the middle card and you can't draw that card. If you have 4 in a row already, you can draw either end is fine. And so maybe let's trim from the outside in. So we're going to take out the 9s. You might be thinking, okay, for the fist, I want to take out the small cards, keep the big cards. But for straights, what I want to do is I want to throw away the outside cards and keep the inside cards. And then go next. Alright, so we threw away some 9s. Okay, so I'm not hoping to get, or I'm not counting on getting like a high straight. Maybe what I want to try to do is go for a low straight. So let's discard these, looking for a 2 and a 5. We got it. So we've got the ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could try to get a higher bonus from my raised fist by throwing away this 2. And I think I will do that. It's going to cost us a hand. And so maybe what I want to do is throw away a 6 also. I'm just hoping to set up my ability to make more straights in the future. There we go. All right, that, fist giving us, what was it? We had a 6 or something like that. We had an 18 bonus instead of the 2 was giving us a 4 bonus, plus 10 extra from the fist. No, it was we had a 5 instead of a 2 as our low card. And so the fist gave us 8 more than we were going to have before we threw away the 2, before we threw away the extra hand, which gave us, up to 24 molt. That was about a 50% increase from discarding that 2. 50% increase, that's worth half a hand. So it's worth it. All right, here we don't have the Celestial pack, but we do have a planet card, so I'm going to take this planet card. So the same reason I'm holding on to this Pluto, now I'm holding on to 2 of these, and then maybe it'll be easier to find Saturn cards. I've got extra money, so extra money, we're going to buy the Arcana pack. The suit changes are not going to benefit me, but I do have the Empress, and so we said we want to work from the outside in, and so use the Empress on what are my innermost cards. So like 6 and 4 are kind of my inside cards. And then go next. Let's see here. Ace, 2, 3. Go for low straight again. There we go. And we just potentially need a 6. There we go. Not that we need a straight, you know, we only need 1,500 more points here, so we probably could have got away with something else. More planet cards, okay. Now, you know, maybe unlucky. Maybe unlucky we didn't get the Saturn cards still, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll pick up the crystal ball here. And then the Arcana pack. Okay, so the Arcana pack, we've got the High Priestess opportunity. So I can make room, and then there we go. Got our Saturn. Superposition could be worthwhile here, you know, as another value generator, money generator. I'm not going to take it, though I do think it might be the correct choice here. My ice cream is melting, so I am looking to replace it with something. My straights are worth about 5,000 points, 4,000 points each, and so I'm very comfortably able to win each round in 2 straights, though more often I'm winning in 1, which is kind of a demonstration of sort of how powerful my straights have become. I can just win in 1 every time. And so maybe I'll take the Abstract Joker to help with that. 10,500 with the help of this additional Saturn card, I might be able to do it. Yeah, maybe with the 6, we got the 7. Let's go for a 5. Didn't get the 5. Let's see. Yeah, we still need a 5. There we go. Just shy of 10,000. If this ice cream were a different, you know, any kind of scoring joker, then we would have had it. Here, it doesn't matter what we play, so we might as well play 2 pair. Once again, this thing is gonna haunt me. You know, I said, okay, when we're forcing flushes, then of course Supernova is going to be powerful if you play lots of flushes, you know, plus 20 molt, plus 30 molt. Of course, if you're playing lots of straights, Supernova is going to be super worth it. We've played 9 straights so far. We're about halfway through ante 4, and so in the next ante, can I play 10 more straights and get like a plus 20 from the Supernova? With flushes, yes, and the reason for that is flushes are not worth that many points. You have to play more flushes in order to get your points, and so your Supernova gets bigger because your hands suck. When we're playing straights, straights are worth more points. I can win with less hands. My Supernova grows less fast, and so actually with straights, Supernova might not even be good, might not even be worth it, because we're able to win with so few hands. Arcana pack here, didn't get the Saturn, that's okay, we'll take a skip. couple options, either steel card or Hierophant. We're looking for ways to make our straights worth more points. You know, they're already worth 10,000. That's already almost enough. I can beat the final boss with 4 straights. Let's see here, maybe bonus cards plus chips. So now I want to think about things like spreading out my bonuses. I've got a bonus on a 6 and a 4. So maybe I want to hit a 5 and a 7 or a 3. Let's see here. 5, sure. 7, okay. That's it. That's perfect. We want to spread out our bonuses so that when I play my scoring hand, if I have more bonuses in the same hand, those bonuses are going to be stacked on top of each other, and there's the synergistic effects. It's better than if you had the same bonuses spread out over multiple hands. All right, I need 1.5 straights, so maybe I can look for a 6 and a 7. Okay, we did get the 7. Still looking for a 6. I'm gonna do it this way. This card here, this face down card, it's either a 7 or 8. I can't really tell. If my scoring were weaker, if I was concerned about whether or not I could make enough straights or whether or not I could make enough flushes, what I suggested in the past was don't discard the face down cards, because if you discard them, then your deck report, well, it tells you what's left in the deck, it'll be wrong, it'll be inaccurate. And so to maintain that information, instead of discarding the face down cards, you want to just play the face down cards, which maybe you're not able to do if you can't risk losing the hands. But here, what I'm going to say is, I know for sure I can win with just 2 hands, and so if I lose the 1 face down card, I'm not worried about being able to make straights if I just lose 1 card, which is an 8 or a 7, and I don't plan on making high straights anyway. We got another one here again, you know, either an 8 or a 7, but we do have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, we've got some stuff here. Let's go for, I don't know what these are, but I know that they're at least as big as a 5, you know, so it's either a 6 or a 7 here. It's not a 7 because this is the 7 of diamonds. That means I know this is a 6. Okay. So let's, okay, I've got 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's do that. 7, 6, 5, 4 with an 8. All right, let's find a replacement for our ice cream. Banner is okay. It's very good early on. Later on, we are going to need more hands, so we are going to need more discards. So maybe I can't risk it. Again, we said the telescope was very powerful, perhaps too powerful. Let's pass on the telescope. There we go, we get our Saturn card. And then let's see what's in the Arcana pack. Could go death. We could get 2 tarot cards. Actually, I don't want 2 random tarot cards. You know, for the most part, tarot cards are not helping us that much, and so 2 random ones are not going to be worth it. I do want to keep my planet cards so that I can spawn more Saturn cards. So maybe we'll look at here. I did the 7, 6, 5, 4. Maybe we'll do another, we'll do an 8, and then we'll do another 6. We kind of want to hit the middle ones. That way, you know, at least here I've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then I have an extra of the 6. And I'll pick up this Pluto card. Alright, just looking to make straights. I threw away the 10 there because I know I already get rid of 2 of my 9s. I can do 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. 20 molt from the misprint. That's gonna do it. I don't need this stuff. Don't need that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably should have sold the ice cream. Again, you know, you get the $25, that gives you an extra point of interest. Hey, we did it. We got the crazy Joker. We got the, that's the V Joker. That's the straights Joker. Now I don't have to worry about my misprint sometimes giving me, you know, a stinky roll. Sometimes the raised fist doesn't work out. Crazy Joker, that's, I can count on that guy. Celestial pack. We get the Saturn, because I'm, you know, blocking those 3. We got the Arcana pack here. Arcana pack, you know, I said earlier on in the run, I said, you know, which is better? Is it, you know, would I rather take the money or would I rather take the planet card? And I've decided I'm good on Jokers. Give me the planet card instead of the $20. All right, maybe we could get an 8 here. Cool. +1 molt from the misprint, easy 14,000 here. Any kind of straight would work. Let's see here, 5, 9s, 10s. 6s, we got 6s in the tank. Okay. Yeah, give me one of those. Alright, Celestial pack. Didn't get the Saturn, that's okay. Spectral pack. Tempting. Immolate. We could get a rare Joker. I think Immolate is really good if you're going for, you know, most abandoned deck stuff. Earlier on, you get the Immolate and you can kind of build around whatever cards you lose. For here, now when I run, you know, maybe I potentially don't want to lose my 7s or 6s. I don't want to lose my middle cards. The middle cards are the ones that I'm building my straights around. And so, hey, I'll use a sigil here just to see. I get diamonds. Cool. And that's it. I could potentially take the loyalty card here. You know, if I'm getting 14,000 per straight times 4, that's it. I've won. I've got my 50,000. Okay, let's play hard mode without the loyalty card. 10s here. I have the 2 9s that I could draw, but maybe I'm not counting on that. Let's see here. We could get, I need a 7 and a 4. Yeah, almost like that. Okay, we did get the 9, so I don't need the 4s. Give me a 7. Or, you know, you could give me a 7. Maybe I don't need the 5 anymore. Or, you know, maybe Be a good time to get a 7, I think. Could be useful. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's a 7. Let's see here. Do I want to throw away the 2s to get the extra value out of the fist? I don't think I need to. But maybe what I will do is, let's see here. Looking at the cards that I have left, it's my low cards, my low straight. And so I want to hold on to the 5. I'll play the 10. Yeah, you know, easy. With a +4 raised fist, you know, still going to give us 18,000. Here, I do need a 4. Should be easy enough. There we go. Give me a 4. Not a guarantee. I will admit, not a guarantee there. We almost didn't make it. But we did get kind of unlucky. At least with the first part of this round here. Should have no problem making the score that we need. We see the loyalty card come back around. Opportunity for a celestial pack here. I'm going to take the voucher. I'm going to re-roll, looking for potentially, okay, chips. Chips are great. So maybe now I don't need the golden joker anymore. I can take the ice cream. I can do the, before I do the celestial pack, let's re-roll again. Okay, there we go. Saturn. Just what we want to see. I no longer need these planet cards. Have the option to maybe Cartomancer here. Maybe see what Arcana pack has for me. How about the wheel? How about... I'm over you, misprint. Get out of here. Take this Cartomancer. Alright. The world. Well, okay. For our level 8 straight, that's going to give us 240 times 25. Great. Let's look for our 7. Almost. How about a 7? That's the one we had trouble with last time, wasn't it? There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's gonna do it. Maybe I've got an extra 3 here that I want to throw away. I'm out of 2s completely. This should be fine. We got the ice cream now. You know, this is gonna be worth a ton of points. 22,000. We just need 2 of those. Let's see here. Aces are not gonna help us because we don't have any 2s left. We could throw away the 5, looking for just a 6 now. How many 6s we got? 2 6s. Okay. I'm into it. So maybe, yeah, let's do that. Maybe what I'm looking for is I've got 3, 4, 5. I just need a 6 now. Or I could make this. Yeah, there we go. Give me the 6. I figured it out. Okay. I want to get rid of the 3 because I've got the raised fist. There we go. One more. Here is a straight. Now, with better jokers, you could have more points per hand, and then maybe instead of needing 3 straights, there is what I played, then you would only need, you know, if you can get 25,000 per hand, you only need 2 straights. So, okay, you know, maybe it's a little bit of struggle to make straights sometimes. Sometimes it can be a struggle. Most of the time, it's not that bad. It's not that hard to make straights. And then therefore, not that hard to win with straights.